to do it? Why are you trying to box me? And just like get in their head a little bit. But it's like, the whole like Air 1, infinite Air 1 on top of like 20 cops, it felt like, dude. Every corner, it's just like, where do you even go in this city, dude? Like, the city's not that fucking big.
Well, it's the same thing. It's like, it's...
Going around looking for this pure white fucking G-Wagon that's very easy to spot. If Air 1 even loses you, which, bro, as a helicopter pilot, how do you ever lose the dude unless they go in the tunnels, you know?
But it's the same reason why a lot of them predominantly are on cop and don't get off of cop, because like if they do play crim, they struggle on crim because of that exact reason. They're used to having so many fucking people.
Bro, it's... And then, like, I know Whippy is cool. I know he's not... I know it was just a mistake. But, like, dude, cops can't just be repairing their vehicles at 15 seconds after a VCB call. You know what I mean?
That's not a mistake. That's... Listen,
no,
man,
but, yes, it's absolutely going to be a mistake. That's absolutely a mistake. But, dude, that's, like... It's just, dude... That's the one thing I have going for me, is that I can make you guys crash, and it will benefit me a little tiny bit. But if you're just completely nullifying that benefit, dude, like... I don't know what I can do. Those cars are so fast already, man.
Is this you in my server?
No, I joined my own server.
Alright, I joined my server. I accidentally fucking,
Alright.
There. How do I kick somebody from my server? Or from my group?
You did open crew? You can't.
Yeah.
Hash Brown, thanks for the 5 gifted subs, by the way, man. Appreciate it. LJ, sorry for everybody who got mad at me and is pissed at me and stuff like that, but... It was kind of, yeah, I was a little annoyed, I'm not gonna lie, obviously.
By the way,
Dash Brand, thanks, man. J-Dog, thank you for the sub. I don't know the time frame on his first repair, when it was, to be honest. I saw the clip. I didn't look into it. This should just...
I'll let you know if I see one.
It's like, it's not as easy for us to just be like, yeah, I would like to... Like, we don't just lose the cops for 5 seconds and instantly just get the beeline it to Benny's to repair. You know what I'm saying? Like... It's more difficult for us. You can't just go repair and in 15 seconds after VCB if you want to get back in that chase.
All those cars were an S+ too, right? That's why you couldn't get them.
I think it's because I think Wise Guy told him to go super hard on us, and that to them was like a S+ mode. You know what I mean?
No. It's because we were involved. The moment you get an S car involved with pitting people off of you, they stay in. They're not supposed to stay in S+, but they do. Majority of them.
So then we just don't pit people off anymore because there's no reason. I might as well just fucking outdrive people that are on the same level as me than rather have you guys randomly pit one guy. If they're just gonna be an S for the rest, that's a problem. Yo, Ace Rock, thanks for the 5. That's another thing. That's another thing that to me it's like is just another thing that's hand fed to the cops. Like
you saw the new
having an S plus. With a car where your A+ is already faster than an A+, it's not difficult to keep up with something.
And then they take CVPIs and buff them to go 170. Like,
I just don't like it, man. I'm kind of just.
Well, hey, here's my thing.
The cops have a little bit of a difficult time.
Yeah, here's my thing, and I'm gonna be 100% honest. Here's my thing. I personally see these. It looks fucking great, and on top of that, Tarkov wiped on the 12th. I would not mind dabbling in some Tarkov to refresh our memory.
I'll be honest, I was liking chilling on GTA, just fucking off, but I just kind of rooted for me right there.
Get through my breakup with my girlfriend after 4 years. I am also manic at the moment, diagnosed bipolar.
You know, I don't know, man. I'm gonna be honest, bruh. After Andrews sends me in for 240 months after sitting on the ground for 45 minutes.
I'm surprised by that since he's CG. I thought he was gonna hit you easy.
And then it's like, bro, you know the worst part about it is that he sends me in for those 240 months, literally the rest of my stream, 3.5 hours.
Yeah.
And it's like, you know, he's like laughing, like he's like, you can tell like he's happy that he just did that, you know.
Well,
like,
he's
like excited.
Remember how I was talking about the problem that I had with Lenny and marrying them, and how like Lenny was getting punished. With like lack of content, essentially, like he was essentially his stream was getting punished for content hit. You know what I mean? Essentially, it's kind of like a 3-hour hit on a streamer's. I mean, the content's done for the day, essentially. Anybody on that server, really, they're all streamers, right? Your content's done for the day if you're getting hit for that long. Like, no doubt, I wouldn't sit there for 3 hours, no matter what part. I could be on for GTA only for 30 minutes that day. If I got put in for 3 hours, it's like, I'm doing something else. It's forcing people off the game for sure. Yeah.
Well, and that's my thing, right? Like, I'm gonna be honest. Like,
maybe
doing that. Are you in my server, by the way?
Yeah.
We don't have an Athena. Maybe swap if you want.
No, let's just go around and pick up people.
All right, cool. Yeah, man, that's my thing. It's like, dude, I understand.
No disrespect to
like,
anybody, Tony or anybody, Tony Andrews, anybody. It's just
stupid or
your decisions, your decisions, but
like, you know, for example, like every
does
time
affect,
he sees me, always calls me a fucking
affect
crybaby,
things.
right? And always says like some fucking like shit to me every single time. Even when we're in the chase, he's like, I want Hutch, that fucking crybaby bitch. And like, I'm sitting there and it's like, okay. Like,
well, maybe he just doesn't understand that his character is crossing a boundary for Hutch and you. You know what I mean? Your character, Hutch, and you,
well,
Hutch,
and that's
right?
the thing where it's like, man, like you can say all that shit. That doesn't bother me. Fucking call me whatever you want. But don't put me in prison for 3
Nopixel is such a
fucking hours.
beautiful place, but sometimes bad shit happens.
That's-
You know what I
Being
mean?
mad about it
Like,
is absolutely right. We
just
just
like,
hope
bruh,
that in the
doesn't
future
make
things
any
get
fucking
fixed.
sense. It is what it is.
NoPixel's great,
Talk
man.
about it.
I love
Shit.
NoPixel. I'll never leave NoPixel.
Like,
I'm
it's like
just
getting hit head on.
it sucks when
by
times like this
cops.
happen though. You know, we get caught up and I get a little frustrated about it. Like, I mean, I only got 5 months right there, but I'm still like, I still don't want to play, you know? I just don't like how everything played out. It's just like, dude, we lost some so many times. Air 1 is just an infinite annoyance, dude. That's crazy to me. That's really the only problem was Air 1, dude. Every other fucking driver, we were juking drivers. We were able to lose drivers a little bit. We were able to get distance and make it difficult, even with that many cops. But Air 1, think about that, chat. You lose cop here, right? Move over 3 blocks. This guy doesn't even have to see me to know when I turn left and start southbound. He'll just turn a few blocks earlier than me, and then comes the close me off game. If I take another left, he's right there. If I take a right, he's just on my ass waiting for the next one to close me off. It's just very, very simple to parallel and get back into the shit when you have an infinite source of information, you know? It's not a difficult thing.
Anyways, are you down to dabble in some Sea of Thieves at some point? Or not Sea of Thieves, sorry, Tarkov at some point just to get refreshed?
It's possible. I might hop on for this
I
wipe.
don't want to just...
I want to kind of judge it when I get closer to it, but I'm kind of thinking about it. Might be fun.
I'm just, these next couple days, I want to play a little bit just to get familiar with
Well, I mean, people are, I mean, they're definitely taking it a good way, because I got DMs from people, you know what I mean, regarding the situation. I'm like, better way to handle it or whatever. I'm going to express my concerns once we're done with this. But I mean, like, my concerns are not really concerns. It's just like, that's how they want it, right? They want the cops to be fucking nuts. They want the cops to be very powerful, you know? Especially with the 6-man rule now, right? They kind of have to be.
Why not just give yourself up next time?
I don't know, that just didn't feel right, that's all. That didn't all feel good to me.
No one wins.
The repair thing really bugged me, you know?
But that's the thing, man. I wish I could tell you that never happens. It happens all the fucking time, bro.
I'm gonna talk to him offline about it for sure in private and
Best 10p moment is when you went to the
see how that goes. Well, like what the SOPs are and stuff, you know?
That's the one thing that Crimson going
I love
for
the
him.
rocket
Bro, and it's not a big thing. It's not a big thing. That is, I mean, how many times do you over time take a cop out off you? It's not a fucking big thing. It's very difficult to accomplish.
How many times do you hear cops bitching and complaining when we go into Benny's? All the time. It's like us going into Benny's is like this big deal, but then on cop character they'll go and repair their fucking heli, they'll fill that bitch up, right, and do all this other stuff, and it's like, oh, you know what, it is what it is, like it's just part of what we do.
There's a brig in front of us. We can go mess with that.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know. I just like, I'm sure the reason that was so insane and overdone is because obviously wise guy, right? It's like he told the cops like, hey, When this shit gets taken, get ready to go super fucking hard. Treat it like a vault,
they
right?
would have went hard anyways. It's the cops.
Well, I mean, I think I think his idea was just like he didn't want us to get like a free vehicle, right? Like that's stupid, right? For RP reasons, he wants the fucking cops down our throat, and I completely understand that. It just I'm just annoyed at how that went down, especially finding out about like repairing, you know.
Yep.
And I want to know if that's a regularly done thing by other police officers.
It is.
Well, I don't know that answer.
So here's the thing. Here's the thing, right? I'll say this. Is it supposed to be a thing? I don't think so.
No, absolutely not. No, that's not
sure
supposed to be a thing.
Supposed to be a thing. But what
Yeah,
happens is
and Whippy agrees with that. He
out.
agrees that that's not supposed to be a thing.
So what happens is that they crash
So
out, right? And then that cop crashes out, says, "All right, I'm out of the chase. I'm gonna get a repair kit." They repair their vehicle. Okay. And now this, I'm not saying Whippy does this. I'm just saying this is their excuse. And this is what I've seen in the past. They'll repair their vehicle. Another cop will sub in because it's like, okay, we lost a cop. Now another cop can come in. So now there's two cars chasing me again. Then that cop crashes out. Well, that cop who initially crashed out before jumps right back in, and it's a rotating wheel. That's the problem. That's the way it gets fucking shitty, man. In my opinion.
Well, I mean, I don't think no matter how you spin it, I think Whippy pretty much made the conscious decision, you know, like, I'm going to get back in this chase even with a repaired vehicle. I don't think there was, like, a point where it was, like, no return type of moment. He could have been like, okay, I think he wanted to continue having fun, to be honest with you, you know what I mean, which is fair. That's what we're all there for.
I just feel like if I was on cop after 2 hours of chasing motherfucker and they go through all that shit, I would.
Not, I mean, yeah, I mean, he also has to understand too that, you know, he's one of the best drivers and one of the hardest guys to shake on the cop force. So when you do manage to get him out, it's a very big deal. You know what I mean?
It's a huge deal. It's a huge deal. He makes or breaks the chase.
Yeah, without doubt.
We had him and we had Hunter on us. Like having both of those on, you're not getting away from those guys.
That's what I explained it as like. I explained it as like when you foul out Shaq, man, it's a big fucking deal, you know?
Yep, game changes.
He doesn't just get to go get some water and just hop back in. Yeah, Shaq, listen, you fouled out, bro. Go take a quick fiver, okay?
Come back whenever you're ready, all right? Get refreshed.
Nah, but I love Whippy. Me and him will talk about it in private. It's no shots. It is what it is, man. Mistakes were made. We'll nip it in the bud in private, and
that's the same thing, man. Even like
we'll be fine.
Like
I'm fine. I was pissed as fuck. Don't get me wrong, but
we had just before that
it is what it is.
The other boost.
I need to take a breather.
Like I find it very